Hey, joining us next on the MARR Rock Show, yet another great band out of Gothenburg, Sweden. We've had several on the show before, and we're excited to have Sabrina from the female thrash band Ice Age with us. Sabrina, welcome to the show.
Oh, thank you. My pleasure.
So, hey, folks that know your band know you've been around for a long time, and finally we get the release of the album. So how excited is the band?
The band and myself are really excited about this whole thing. You know, started to play again, and also the new album that's been released. So, yeah, we're really excited.
What was the spark that made the band start playing again? Was there one event or something that made you guys start playing?
It was, in fact, we had questions during the years for making a reunion show or shows quite often, and we always said no. But one day we felt this could be fun, so we said yes. So unfortunately, not all of the girls wanted to join the reunion, but we had to find replacements for them. But we did the show, and it was great, and it was fun. And after the gig, we all felt it was it was too much fun to not doing it. So we kept the band alive again.
Now, you alluded to the fact that not everybody wanted to rejoin, and I know that the band is a slightly different lineups, and maybe even like an international band now. So can you introduce folks that maybe have lost track with who's in the band these days?
Yes, of course. We have, it's me and Vicky from the original lineup. Vicky is the bass player, and I sing and play guitar. And we have a drummer, Andrei Holmqvist is his name. He's a great drummer, and he's also Vicky's husband.
Oh, okay.
So it was an easy choice. It's not easy to find great drummers, be it for men or women. So, but he was the perfect choice for us. And we have Linnea Landstedt on solo guitar. She's a great guitarist, and she's also in another band called Tyrannex.
So now that we know a little bit about the band, tell us more about the new record. I'm getting the feeling it's kind of a sense of some older music and new music combined, isn't it?
Yes, that's correct. We have on the album we have 5 old demo songs re-recorded, and 5 new written songs. So it's 10 songs altogether.
So how hard was it to pick the 5 older songs? You know, you guys have been around a long time. Was it a difficult decision picking, and how did that process work?
It was since I picked the songs, it was easy because it was those songs I felt I could do something with that felt fresh. It was my favorite songs, or even from back then, so to speak. So the songs are slightly changed to fit this lineup, and to make to keep the sound and the style of the record more like, so to speak.
Now, in reading the press releases that came out about the record with one of the newer tunes, there is a song, I believe, that's sort of a bit of the band's history encapsulated in the lyrics, isn't there?
Oh yeah, clever. It's a new written song, and it's about the broken friendship, basically.
Now, I think the tune that I really liked the most on the record so far is "Breaking the Ice." So I'd like to hear what your thoughts are on that tune and what that's about.
Yeah, it's my favorite song too, actually. And basically, this song is about me starting to play music again, because I haven't been playing music for over 25 years. So it's lyrically wise, it's about that, just breaking the ice and stronger than ever. It's and that's how I feel.
Now, there's a music video to that one, and having been so long in the making, what were your nerves like making a music video after all those years?
Yeah, it was kind of spooky. I've never actually made any video whatsoever, and but now we had great help from the guy making the video. He's very professional, and he was very supportive, and he knew just what to do, how to bring out the best from us and everything. So a few hours in the process, it felt very comfortable and very funny.
Have you guys ever performed over here in the United States before in your long history?
No, unfortunately, never came so far. What we did back in the 80s, we toured a lot in Europe, mostly in the UK and in Sweden and in Holland. So no, never the US, but I hope someday.
We know it's very expensive and difficult for Swedish bands to get over here. I have so many of them on the show. So.
Yeah, I know, but you can always stream, and if we're lucky, and if there's an opportunity, I would really love to come and play in the States anytime.
Now, I'm always fascinated. There's so many great bands that come out of Sweden, and Gothenburg especially. I mean, we're big Avatar fans. We've had them on the show many times, and I'm not sure if Crucified Barbara is from your hometown or not, but tell me about the modern Gothenburg music scene. Is your genre still really alive and well there, or do you have to travel to find big fans of your style of music?
Let me think. I know there's loads of great bands from Gothenburg and still playing here. I mean, the new bands all the time. But to be honest with you, I haven't kept track on the scene so much since I started to play. What was it? 28 years ago, and I haven't sort of kept track of everything.
Sure.
But I have a lot of catching up to do. But I know there's some great bands from Gothenburg. The Crucified Barbara band is from Stockholm.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And unfortunately, they broke up a year ago. So. That I know.
So you've had the long career we talked about. I want you to think back, going back to the 80s, which was such a different time music wise and club wise, and I'm sure it was the same over in Europe. What was the top show for you ever? Like the show where you were just at the peak of the band's popularity? When was that? Like what time, Aaron? Do you remember the show?
Yes, I do. I think from the start, all bands they sort of have to get to practice to be a good live band, and we weren't such a good live band from the start, but we got better, and in the end, one of my, I think. Maybe it was the last show I did actually with Ice Age. Was a really great show performance, and the crowd was amazing. I think it was at the MARR really in London. So that was my peak.
So you're looking at a music industry now that's so much different. I guess in some ways, is it maybe a little easier for you to spread the word about your band? Like here you are, we're Skyping, and I'm over here in Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
Is it a little easier than back in the day to get the word out?
It's a totally different world these days. I mean, what did you do before? You posted letters and sent cassettes around the world. And today you can just put on your computer and you can have contact with anyone or the cell phone. You can call anyone. So of course it's much more easier to promote yourself and to promote your band, which is good, I think. It's in that way it's really good how it is. But I do miss a bit of the heart and the soul when you were, running to the store and checking out the magazines and see if there were any new good bands, or you went to the record shop to see if there were any new interesting bands, the record you could buy. So it's not that chase anymore. It's so easy to find anything.
Yeah,
which is also good.
I miss those days as well. Yeah, so
it's both ways, really. It's both ways. I'm not. I really suck at computers and Facebook and everything. So.
Well, you managed to find me from Sweden over here into Pennsylvania for this interview, so you can't be all that bad at it. So
no, it's really good. Like I said, it's both ways, and if you can do this, it's amazing, really.
Well, listen, we're really excited about the new record, and congratulations on it. The band is Ice Age, and we've had Sabrina, their front woman, with us. And the record is the record out now in the U.S. or is it not out yet?
I think it should be out now because it released. Oh, maybe no, it's out. It's out. I had to think.
No, it's fine because sometimes we get a advanced copy, and sometimes I lose track of the release date. So, where is the best place for people to go to learn about your band that have heard this interview? Do you want them to go to Facebook, or do you have a website? Where's the best place for people to go?
Right now, it's the Facebook page, really. On Facebook, we are called Ice Age Official, not to be confused with other, the children movies and other bands called Ice Age these days.
Yeah, big difference from the children's movie your band is, that's for sure.
Yeah. Yes. So now, if you can check the Ice Age Official page on Facebook anytime.
Well, Sabrina, it's been a delightful time talking to you. We're excited about the record, and I want to thank you for being here with us today.
Oh, thank you. It was my pleasure, totally.
All right. Well, listen, thanks for the time, and I hope you have a great rest of your evening.